Hello guys, welcome to Ramble 6. I gotta tell you guys, thank you so much for all the love and the support from the Ramble and the UM series and of course all the guides on my channel. I really do appreciate it, and honestly it becomes more and more fun the longer I do YouTube. So, and it's definitely, a big part due to the fact of you guys. So I just want to thank you all. We are close to having, I think, 200 subscribers right now. So yeah, that's just amazing. So we are a giant mall right now just to camp ourselves a little bit of the Saradomin. Because this is maybe for the first time in two or 3 years, I think, that I have a Saradomin stack lower than 1k. It's so tedious. Okay. So I was thinking by myself, hey, a mosquito here. Oh, I didn't get it. Anyway, I was thinking by myself, yeah, I kind of have to go to mall now, and since we don't have a pet, anything like that at all, why not? It's not too bad. I kind of cannot do bird house runs on this account. It's just too tedious for me. I do them on the UEM, of course, a lot, but doing it on two accounts is, yeah, mind-blowingly tedious anyway. So yeah, I actually have the HD on. I don't know whether you guys like HD more or less. Leave that definitely in the comments, because I might, if everybody loves it, set it on for, let's say, my UEM series as well. But I hear pros and cons on both things, it doesn't look like old school. It's way more HD, obviously. That's one part, and the other part is, it looks maybe a little bit better in my opinion. So yeah, definitely feel free to do a little bit of, soul searching and let me know whatever. So yeah, we have 200 KZ on mole. This is quite nothing, because I think it's about averaging 2 Saradomins a mole kill. I think maybe more, maybe 3. I don't know, but it is not too bad. And yeah, with the Masori, you have an extra hit over here. I was actually thinking on maybe grabbing the find potions here, because every time we go below 108, if I'm correct, I lose a max hit here with ranging on amethyst arrows. So it's not the best, obviously, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing all right. Definitely, leave down what you guys are up to. Today I received not a new PB on Sora, but I actually did some Sora recordings, and what I try to do right now, I managed to get myself a Grandmaster task for range and mage. I got myself a Grandmaster speedrun task for mage only. So now I want to have a range only, and I will try to make a guide. I don't know whether I make 3 separate guides or one guide fits all kind of thing, but we shall see about that, For now, I just have fun with Mole and AFK the UAM. But since I have the Tumican, it's so much easier to actually do Grandmaster speedrun on Sora. It's amazing. It's nowhere near my PB. I don't know. Here, wait. At PB, Sora. This PB is set with freaking only a T-bow in Blasty height. Maybe 3 years ago. I don't understand how the F I, get that. I think I had just the best hits ever on RuneScape. And the funniest part of is the Perfect G. I don't know whether you guys know him. He's he used to be a streamer as well, and he's a content creator in YouTube as well. He has the exact same PB as I have, and that was T-bow only as well. So that's kind of fun. Hey, we had somebody with Missouri here. I hope he doesn't crash. So that will be tedious, of course. Okay, that's a kill. The kills are going quite steady. I actually might try to do some mage kills here just to see how it is. I don't think mage is better than range in particularly. It might be better than melee, because I think melee is 65 kills an hour, if I'm correct. And please do correct me in the comments, if you know the correct math about it. And range is 75. And I think Tumican actually goes closely to that, 75-ish. So it might outperform still at least the Darok. I hate that he hops so much. So maybe we are not even going to bring a cannon. Because the first part is super nice. It's extra DPS. The second part is just way too tedious, if that makes sense. Okay, that's that. Nice. So yeah, I actually still lately feel the urge to finally pick up the Inferno Cape. Because I haven't PVM'd in over 2 weeks since my wrist is so bad at the moment. It's not fun. It finally becomes a little bit better with the RSI and the CP, of course, but it will never be completely all right. But you gotta live with it anyway. So I'm super curious. I might actually get myself the Ring of Lightbearer first, and then attempt Inferno, so we have more blowpipe specs out. Even though the last time that we attempted Inferno, we managed to get, to basically triple jets with only 2 restores used. So I don't really know whether it's... I don't know. I know I just can do it. I'm just too lazy to do it. Because here's the problem with me and Inferno. I like a challenge. I love it. But the problem is, if I die before I reach the challenge, I don't get rewarded. Let's say you die in TOB. Your friends will carry for you, whatever the death is. Chambers of Sarek, I can just die and step in right back, where I died. But that's not the thing with Inferno, TOA, it's same thing, as long as you don't set it on one death, and you set it on softcore, you're generally fine, if that makes sense. Oh, we actually lose a max hit here, so that's kind of the problem with me. It's like 2 hours gone for your first cape because you die at the end, and that, for my wrist, that is a problem, if that makes sense. Normally I don't mind it too bad, but since I can only do 1 attempt every other day for my wrist, it's just such a big discouraging thing, if that makes sense, because I don't want to make my RSI worse, and my CP, of course, by having an Inferno cape, and therefore, can flex, but be in a worse situation in real life. So I don't know. It's just, if I make some money, get some nice items or things like that, it's just more rewarding and less intensive. If I do a raid solo chambers, it's like 20 minutes. If I do a solo TOA, it's 20 minutes. If I do one, group TOB, it's 20 minutes. So 2 hours or 20 minutes is just too big of a difference, in my opinion. Yeah, for people with an ailment, Inferno is just almost impossible, not due to the skill. Skill, I think I really have it down. I just need to perfect a little bit of things, if that makes sense. Most people say the waves are the hardest, and I literally have no problem with the waves at all. I actually find them quite nice. I know how to fix the puzzles. Sure, it might be slow, sure. But that's not the problem, It's just when I die at triple jets, because I misclick once or whatever, 2 hours is gone, or 1.5. I think actually last time that I went to triple jets, I managed that in 80 minutes, I think. So that's 1 hour, 20 minutes. So that's decent, And I wouldn't say I was good or anything. I lazy flick everything. 1 tick flicking is not good for my wrist. So lazy flicks really help. And so basically, for those who don't know what a lazy flick is, I will quickly show it on this dude over here. So you hit him and you go off like that. And then once you hit him, you go off. So basically, the prayer, every time that you hit or get hit, you set your prayer on. So let's say like this, right? Wait. So you stand next to him. You see the hit? And he teleports. But, every time that you're supposed to receive a hit, you just do your pray up a game tick earlier. And you should be always fine. And that way you preserve prayer quite a bit. I think I always boost to 140, give or take. And then I enter. And when I enter and should need to drink my first pot, because I always drink around, what should this be? 60. And then we have like a good 30, heal back. That will be about wave 35. So basically overprayed, 1 sip, back to 99, 35 waves. That's decent in my opinion. That I think I managed that 3 times in a row now. So it's not too shabby. I of course will upload the whole video once I receive actually the Inferno Cape. And what I'm thinking, since we go for Grandmaster slowly, is why shouldn't I do it on more accounts? I have an alt, which is almost ready for Inferno. I have a main, which is ready for Inferno. And I have the feeling if I only do one cape, I will never get another cape. Because then I'm lazy and I'm like, okay, you know what? Who cares, right? I got a cape, that's what I want. But let's say if I do 5 times in a row, the skill is at that point so good that it becomes muscle memory, if that makes sense. So therefore, I think one cape, in my opinion, is not enough. Just solely because I want to improve my skill in RuneScape always. That's why I do the speedrun, TOA, I try to go there sub 20, I do the Grandmaster, at least, okay, wait, let me rephrase this. What I'm trying to do is minus 20 minutes solo 150s consistently. Because I have the feeling that's going to be a Grandmaster task once they implement everything about it, if that makes sense, Because right now, everybody still have the Zerg helm and everything like that, because there are no combat tasks for TOA yet. They're not invented yet by Jagex. So I really think a sub 20, or maybe even a 16 minutes, so sub 17 like COX, is gonna be a hard requirement for Grandmasters. I really have that feeling. At least a sub 20. Maybe even a sub 17, but that sounds ridiculous, but Grandmaster tasks are generally speaking ridiculous. So yeah, I don't think I'm too far-fetched with that idea. So the other thing is as well, it might be a sub 17 with teams, sub 20 in solos. So I push now sub 23 consistently, I think. So it's not, it's alright, only 3 minutes off that I need. And it's actually on my main, which has lower gear than my Ironman. So that means if I can do it on my main, I know for a fact I can do it on the Ironman, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know how long we're talking. Oh, it's 12 minutes. I will go a little bit further then. So for COX, yes, for COX. It's a sub 17, which I really like. I actually haven't done COX prior to today in 2 months. I was a little bit, I wouldn't say burned with the grind, but Toa came along, all the other fun things, RuneScape really, like Jagex really does a nice job lately with some good updates. So I profited from that in a way to say I enjoyed the new content and kind of left it on a low burning stove, if that makes sense, COX. So I earlier today tried after 2 months, a no prep, and honestly went kind of bad. But it was still a no prep. I died once at Olm, but I managed to kill with a no prep. So I know once I do 2 or 3 kills, I got my skill back, if that makes sense. So muscle memory, that's coming back to the muscle memory, right? If I do 1 Inferno Cape, I will never have that muscle memory. So I did 2 months of not chambers. I go back, I do still a freaking no prep, like almost flawlessly. Sure, I died and I made some mistakes. Sure. Was it fast? No, not at all. It was 23 minutes, way slower than I usually solo my solos. So it's a bit slower, it's a bit more mistakes, but it's still ingrained in your brain of how to do it. And I want that to be a thing for Inferno as well. I want to be that just as it is for TOA right now. TOA is 5 weeks old, I think, as this video is being published. It should be theoretically muscle memory within 5 weeks then as well, if I go daily 1 attempt. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just like the speedrun community. I'm not that known in that community at all, or the high level community at all, but I think I slowly become better and better. So it's only a matter of time before I find myself a good PVMer, if that makes sense. Because now at this moment, I really don't think I am that good, if that makes sense. I'm just average, in my opinion. I don't have an Inferno, obviously. I miss a lot of gear, but that's Iron gameplay, whatever it is. And I just... Oh, by the way, talking over speedruns. they actually implemented yesterday or today, I don't know precisely, quest speedrunning. I severely hate quests, but I might give it a go. If you guys like it, or want to see it, maybe a video of quest run, speedruns, whatever, I'm willing to give it a go, but only if my audience wants to see it. Because I severely hate quests. I have a burning passion for hating quests. So, but I love speedrun. It's like, love-hate relation in a way. So yeah, I will do that if people say, hey, let's, make a video of it, how you do it, how, maybe that helps me or you guys in a way. So yeah, I think this is going to be it for the ramble. Sorry that I rambled a lot. But I suppose that is the whole point of a ramble. So anyway, guys, have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye bye.